Oh yeah, it's absolutely pissing it down all day. So sort of wasn't too bad like 15 minutes ago, but starting again. Here we have KFC with some big deals. Saying that the double down is left already. Look at him going on. So in this building here, it's where the cinema is. Doesn't look big enough to fit the cinema, but it definitely does. Should go into the cinema, live streaming there. Got the pandas. There's usually food trucks around here, but we've all buggered off today. I do hope this gimbal is waterproof. I know my phone is, but oh, so yeah, the cinema's on the seventh floor of this building here. Yeah, this place should be familiar, or at least coming up towards it. I definitely need to remember to turn the Wi-Fi off. If we disconnect, it's likely like connected to some weird Wi-Fi. Looked pre-recorded. Is that a compliment saying that the quality was really good? I'm just gonna say that as a compliment. Was it because I've not got a face cam? I refuse to do face cam. Like, why do you want to see my face when I can see all this? How can you prove it? I'm literally telling you right now. I don't know if there's a bit of a delay, but I'm talking now. I don't mean to, oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm not going to be talking much, but I might from time to time. Oh yeah, here. This is a comedy club, like traditional comedy club. I've never been quite sure. That's fine, yeah. Lads, hope you enjoy it. Yeah, big comedy time. Thinking which way I should go. Go this way, or go straight into the park this way. I'm gonna go this way, I think. Be little bit more peaceful. There's another KFC. If you need any more chicken. No, I don't work in Japan. I do live here. I'm at language school learning Japanese. So it's not going too well. Can't speak much of it. And I suppose I do work in Japan since I just got a bit of a part-time job. This is Ueno Park. And all that green in front of us is, well, that's a lake. I was thinking about it the other day, like, where the hell do lily pads come from? It just seems like a spawn out of nowhere. It's one of my favourite sports. I've been here since October. Uh, Visited twice before, 2015 and 2017. When we first came, stayed around here, Ueno, and fell in love with the area. It's so close to sort of everything, but it's a little bit of a cheaper sort of place. So it's so easy to get to Akihabara, Asakusa, and the park itself is just stunning. Watch me slip and fall on this. Yeah, I've got savings at the moment. They are sort of running thin at the moment. So I was working before coming. I got to save up quite a bit during COVID, but yeah, sort of a bit, a bit pricey. But cost of living is a lot cheaper here than it is in the UK, so that's a that's a benefit. But yeah, I definitely need to get into full time work soon if I want to stay significantly longer. Um, Depends what you're wanting to do. If you're wanting to come do language school, um, quite a bit. I'd definitely recommend looking into like work. Language school is, I wouldn't call it a scam, but it's a bit of a scam once you figure it out. Yeah, student visa. But now that COVID is sort of over, definitely get a working holiday visa. It just gives you more freedom. I sadly didn't get the chance to do that because they weren't open at the time, and then like the last minute they did. It was like I was already in the process of getting the student one. But yeah, student visas what I'm on. The problem with the student visa is you have to be a student. Obviously, you have to go to the school, and if things do not go to plan, you're kind of stuck. Um, Whereas with a working holiday visa, you can. Yeah, that's the other thing. I because I'm 29, be 30 next month. I If it wasn't for COVID, I could have got like the last sort of chance to get it. But yeah, for yourself, students probably sort of main way to do it. I'd definitely try and get work. Teaching English is the biggest one, obviously. Tech companies are huge. They're wanting anyone in programming or cybersecurity. So cybersecurity is quite big. I don't feel about turning 30. I don't know. Time's going too quickly. Yeah, it's one of the best spots. And people don't always know about Ueno. Yeah, I can definitely feel that. Just sort of happens. For um, I think obviously like a lot of people say work ethic's quite tough. Um, my experience with the school, it's very much all the bad parts of going to school. Too much homework, not really enough. They don't really bend to helping you too much. They want to help, but they can't because there's just so many students. Um, but other than the school being a bit naff, everything's just fantastic. So much to explore and people to meet. Yeah, I think. I mean, it depends what you get up to. It's a little harder to make Japanese friends because a lot of them don't. Well, they actually do speak a lot of English. They're really quite good at it. But I know, like, they can be a little shy with that. But in terms of meeting other foreigners, there's plenty of events and meetups and things. I find school to be a bit hard to meet people. I mean, you do, but because there's so much work, you don't get too much chance to talk to other students other than like work sort of wise. But other than that, yeah, there's just so many meetups, and if you've got interests and stuff, you can definitely find people. Hi, TikTok Panda. I'd go show you the pandas, but they're locked away in the zoo. This is Ueno Park in Tokyo. I should probably have learned the name of this temple we're heading towards, since I've been here many times. Yes, I have been to an onsen. Been to many. Absolutely love going into the onsen. Such a relaxing experience. It was a fantastic one in Odaiba, but sadly that one closed down during COVID. Um, it was massive. Had like 10 different baths, outdoor, indoor part, and was like a sort of Edo town with like ramen shops and things. It was really fun. Uh, it has been raining a lot. It's also been incredibly warm. It's a little bit cold at the moment. It was really humid earlier. I think the rain season is June, so maybe it gets even worse. I love this sign because all the English is really bad. But yeah, I do enjoy the rain, but when it rains, it definitely does it hard. Yeah. So yeah, this place is nice on the weekends when all the stores are open. No, this is not Chiba. This is Ueno, which is in Taito. So Taito is Ueno, Akihabara, Asakusa. Oh, seem to be setting some form of stage up. There's been a lot of festivals over the last couple of weeks. Last weekend was quite crazy. Here's one of the entrances to the zoo. Rent is what do you want it in pounds or dollars? I don't know what the dollars would be. I suppose it's about $500 a month, about £420, or in yen, it's like 67,000. Ah, pounds, nice. Yeah, no, it's really cheap. I mean, I do live in a shared house. I get like a room with my own fridge, but like a shared kitchen, shared toilets and shower. But unlike the UK, where everyone's a bit of an arsehole in a shared house, here everything's nice. Um, Everyone's quite respectful, um, especially now that the French guy that would have a loud conversation in French about midnight every Wednesday. He's now moved out, so no problems. Yeah, I mean, for such a central area, I could probably get my own apartment for the same price if I were to live maybe in Narita near the airport, but it'd be so not worth it just for a little bit of extra privacy. I'd be losing access to all this central stuff. Like, I just walk to school every day. So there's about 10 of us, or seven to 10. So there's maybe 3, 4 Japanese, maybe a couple Chinese. There was a Korean guy, and then we used to have 2 French guys. They've both moved out, and now there's a Swedish guy, I think. Yeah, a nice sort of mix between Japanese and Gaijin. Well, you'd you'd be interested in the social shared houses. So there's really big share houses that maybe fit like 50 to 100 people in. Get your own bedroom, your own fridge, within like there's like an onsen and all sorts of stuff. One of my friends, he lives in one at the moment, and it's really good for like social people. He's constantly meeting people like every day. My share house is a little quieter though. Most people tend to sort of mind themselves, go to work and stuff. Um, yeah, the share house sort of culture here is a lot nicer. Okay, there's a company called Oak House. Oak like the trees. Yeah, Oak House will get you sorted for that. We also do a lot of events as well, which is nice. Every like month they do a walk. Like 50 to 70 of us just walk somewhere in Tokyo and maybe get something to eat afterwards. Um, yeah, it's been such a good way to meet both Japanese and Gaijin, so definitely recommend it. I don't know if the rain's getting a little too much now, but what time are we on? Hey, 44 minutes. Try and get it to an hour, I think. Yes, so the UK license, we're quite lucky because they drive on the same side of the road here. So whereas Americans have to take their tests again, we don't. So I mean, if you're just going to do it sort of casual, you rent the car and stuff. If you get an international driving license from the post office, it's like £7. And they like stick a little photo in a piece of card. That and your license will be enough to just rent cars and things. If you're wanting to live here more long term and you're wanting a Japanese license, you'll have to convert your UK license into a Japanese one. And since we're since we're English, it's we don't have to do the test. We have to do a an eye test, I think. You have to like be able to see, and I think it takes 2 hours to go through all the paperwork. I've been told, but otherwise, yeah, you can just transfer and get your Japanese license like that. Whereas Americans have to just go through the entire thing again because of how easy their driving tests are. I briefly lived in America for about 4 months back in 2019, and one of my German friends, he because he was living there a bit longer, he wanted to get his American license to buy a car, and it was just so easy for him compared to Germany. I think he just turned up to the DMV and they got him to like drive around a cone and was like, "Here you go, here's your license." Whereas in Germany, it's a bit more like the UK, massive pain in the arse to get your license. I love how the TikTok algorithm like is clearly analysing my video and sending it to people with usernames that sort of match. So we got like the panda person earlier. Oh, there's pandas around Ueno. And then someone's just joined called Wet Sunday Morning. I mean, it's not Sunday, but it's definitely wet. Yeah, yeah, I'm glad to give some info. There's so much to come into living in another country. It's definitely good to give some advice out. Definitely. Oh no, that's a funny, funny username. So I've not been to the zoo in a while. I went back when I visited in 2017. Um, it's been really busy over the last couple of months because so apparently China own every single panda on Earth apart from one in Mexico, I think. So every other zoo has to rent their pandas off of China. And after a while, China's like, all right, you got to send us your panda back or pay more money. And the panda that lived here was getting sent back, and everyone was sad, so came to visit it. I think there's another panda that's staying. I hope so. If there isn't, it kind of Makes all the Panzer statues around this area a bit pointless, but oh well. I'm having a lot of fun with these streams. Definitely going to do it more often. So yeah, I'm currently wearing shorts in this weather. Made sense this morning. It doesn't at the moment. Yeah, definitely. Well, my jeans, right? They for whatever reason, they're really tight around my knees. And usually, I don't notice. But the other day, I was just sat in class. Fucking knees were just killing. They were like squeezing my knees, and I was like, no, I can't be having that. So, shorts it is. Here's the big Starbucks. Just spent the last couple of months covered in scaffolding. Um, so I don't even think this is the rainy season. I think the rainy season is June. So this is like pre-rainy season. It's going to come back with a vengeance in a couple of weeks. Oh, I know what I could show you guys. I hope there's some Pokemon fans on the stream. So, over the water fountain there, it's where all the skateboarders come to hang. A couple months back, I was sat on those benches with a friend, and we noticed there was this guy just laying face down on the floor. It's like, what's he doing? And then maybe like 3 or 4 cops came up around him, and they tried to like drag him up, and he was like, "No, I'm not moving." And we sort of figured out, oh, he's one of the skateboarders. The cops aren't happy with him skateboarding. So this goes on for like a good 10 minutes, him just like sulking on the floor. The cops trying to sort of drag him up, but they're not being rough or anything. Cops sort of just stood there scratching their head, like, oh, what do we do with this guy? But eventually he just bolts up, runs like crazy, grabs his skateboard and skates away. The cops sort of sigh, slowly get on their bicycles, and then chase after him. They come down here, down that road, and we're just watching laughing. Well, they're going to catch him? We don't know. But maybe like 10 minutes after that, 15 or so, He comes back to the water fountain to continue skateboarding. When 5 minutes later, the cops come back. When the same thing happens, and he does that over and over again, like 3 or 4 times. Flight. My flight was about £900. It was direct with A and A. Um, it was the best option at the time. Flights are a bit, they're just worse at the moment, or even more than that. You might be able to get something like 750 returns if you're going to have like a big stop over or something. Anyway, here's the Pokemon manhole cover. I uh, I love finding these. They have them all over Japan. Some places like Sendai, for example, they have like a mascot attached. So Sendai's is Lapras. So like every single one will have like a different Pokemon and Lapras together. Tokyo doesn't have too many, annoyingly. There's like the two here in Ueno, and then I think there's the Kanto starters in Satoshi Tajiri's hometown, which I need to go and visit at some point. Um, yeah, we'll go see the other one, which is over there. But first, you have to guess which Pokemon it is. God, my phone is so wet. Thank goodness for waterproof. See the lens getting wet now. See if I can. There we go. I'm glad that my data seems to be doing okay. Whoever I get my SIM card with, modal, be a bit naff sometimes. Like the first few months of being here, Google Maps would never just load the images up. Like I could search places. And say if I found like a restaurant that I liked, wanted to see what the pictures were. So if it's any good or not. Pictures just wouldn't load. Oh, the rain is not doing too good now. Let's see. Oh, not quite an hour. So I've got 4 minutes to go. Yeah, I'll take it to an hour and call it a day. It's been fun though. I'd love to do it longer. Here we have one of the many museums in Ueno Park. I think this is the Natural History Museum or something. I think it's a big whale. And here we go. You see the artwork's so good. Wait, is that Professor Oak in the top there? Or one of the professors? I think it might be. Sounds good. Oh, that's not good. I hope my AirPods aren't exploding. Muffle, that's not good. Oh, oh god, hope my AirPods haven't exploded. He's got the Arsenal tattoo. Demon Guna. Nice. I'm not a fan of football myself, but my family is, and Arsenal is our team. Oh, good. I think they sort of like start to fall out your ears sometimes. It's nice that things are getting a bit lighter now. A few months back, it would have been even darker. Yeah, did you never get your new charging case? That's such a shame. You get a refund in the end at least. Hello, Gary. How you doing? Here's a train. I'm sure Simon would love this. Okay, refund. That's better than no, I guess. Yeah, I'm sure Simon would love this train. Oh, I'm so tempted. Oh, I'm so tempted. Oh, I'm so tempted. Oh, I'm so tempted to keep. Oh, I'm so tempted to keep streaming, but I think I'll drown. I don't know if we're still recording. I don't know if we're still recording. It's not coming back on. It's not coming back on. I wonder if I've run out of data. Oh no, we're coming. I've run out of data. Oh no, we're coming back. Yes, we're back. Hi guys, I'm sorry if I vanished then. Um, yeah, it disappeared. Must be the trees. I think that's probably a good sign to say call it a day. Are we back on tomorrow? Not sure what time, but yeah, have a good one. See ya.